ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਯੋਗੀ ਅਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ-ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। We are very pleased ਕਿ you could join us today. ਸੰਗਤ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨਾਲ ਮੋਸਟਲੀ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਨੇ, ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਾਲੇ ਤੇ ਖੈਰ ਕਾਫੀ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ, ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਜਸਟ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ he started his career professionally as a computer engineer and ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ career path ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ professional development ਹੈ, it went in a different direction and spiritual and personal development went in a different direction. ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਦੋ ਵਾਰੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਵੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ and he told me very interesting paths that he took. ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ he went into the area of psychology, psychotherapy and mental health, counseling and comparative religions. और इन सारिया फील्ड्स दे विच भाई साहब ने मास्टर्स की है अपनी फ्रॉम ऑक्सफोर्ड ब्रुक्स यूनिवर्सिटी यूके तो ते उस तो बाद एज अ साइकोथेरेपिस्ट he has been practicing for the last several years. नाल इन्हां ने योगा दे विच काफी इन्हां दा है नाम। भाई साहब सिंह साहब योगी हरभजन सिंह दे स्टूडेंट ने और इन्हां दी जिहड़ी प्रैक्टिस है उस दे विच रफली 20-25 कंट्रीज दे विच पिछले कई सालां तो ये अपने योगा गाइडेड मेडिटेशन और काउंसलिंग जिहड़े कैंप्स ने वो लगांदे ने। और मैं इन्हां दा देख रहा सीगा कि जिहड़ी यूरोपियन यूनियन है उस यूरोपियन यूनियन दे एंजल एडवाइजर ने इन द एरिया ऑफ वैलबींग। ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਅਕਸਰ ਇਗਨੋਰ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਹਿਊਮਨ ਵੈਲਬੀਇੰਗ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ, ਅਸੀਂ ਫਾਈਨੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਵੈਲਬੀਇੰਗ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇਕਨੋਮਿਕ ਵੈਲਬੀਇੰਗ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੇ ਬੜਾ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਪਰ ਉਹ ਫਾਈਨੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਵੈਲਬੀਇੰਗ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਹਿਊਮਨਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਬੇਸਡ ਹੈ, ਹਿਊਮਨ ਵੈਲਬੀਇੰਗ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ। ਯੂਰਪੀਅਨ ਯੂਨੀਅਨ ਦੇ ਇਹ ਐਡਵਾਈਜ਼ਰ ਨੇ ਔਨ ਵੈਲਬੀਇੰਗ ਐਂਡ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ he is an entrepreneur and he has been working in the area of creating startup companies in mental health and counseling. और दुनिया के कई जड़े बड़े बड़े साइंटिस्ट ने, न्यूरोलॉजिस्ट ने, पेन मैनेजमेंट दे विच जड़े बंदे रिसर्च कर रहे ने, फिजिशियंस ने, उन्होंने ये काउंसल करते हैं, एडवाइस करते हैं कि किस किस्म के प्रोग्राम्स रिसर्च प्रोग्राम्स वो एस्टैबलिश कर सकन जिहदे विच कि जो एक्सपर्टीज इन्हां दी है कि उसनूं यूज किया जा सके। पिछले कई सालों तो सक्सैसफुली डी एडिक्शन प्रोग्राम्स जिहड़े ने वो चला रहे हैं, जिहड़ी कि अज मैनूं लगदा कि अज दी बड़ी जरूरत है साडी। और हिमालयन योगिक साइंसिस दे विच ही इज एन एक्सपर्ट। ते I mean I can go on and talk about like maybe just fill an hour talking about him, but साडा focus है to listen to him, to learn something from him. ते योगी जी थोड़ा बहुत धन्यवाद है for joining us and I will pass on the floor to you. We are all looking forward to hearing from you ji.
So blessings to all of you and Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
With the grace of the Guru, you know, we are sitting in the virtual reality now, actually more or less, you know, tusi kite hor ho, main kite hor ha. गुरबाणी च एक बड़ी सोहनी तुक आंदी है, महाराज कहंदे ने वहां तक जाइए जे इहां ना होए। I really need to go there if the divine is not here, and this is the reality, sitting in our comfort zone at home and still assessing the wisdom and assessing the wisdom of the Guru. So I'll keep it very simple and you know, I will also go into some experience, kuch experience vi karange कि किवें आपां अपने शरीर दा स्ट्रक्चर चेंज करिए, किवें आपां अपने प्राणा दा जो ब्रैथ दा स्ट्रक्चर है उसनूं चेंज करिए तो ऑटोमैटिकली वी फील अपलिफ्टेड। जो प्रातन शास्त्र जा द एंशिएंट विजडम mentions that there are three states of being, there are three states of existence, I would say. So सब तो पहला है the realm of thinking, 24 घंटे महाराज कहते हैं झगड़ा एक नबेड़ो राम, अंदर एक झगड़ा चलता रहता है all the time। तुसी देखो जो तुम रोटी खा रहे हो तो अंदर सोची जा रहे हो, तुरे जा रहे हो तो सोची जा रहे हो, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਕਿ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਵੀ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸੋਚ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਅਨਦਿਨ ਅੰਦਰ ਇੱਕ ਝਗੜਾ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਝਗੜਾ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਅਨਦਿਨ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਿਆ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਰਾਤ ਦਿਨ ਇੱਕ ਅੰਦਰ ਝਗੜਾ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ। that is the realm of thinking. We have never experienced ourselves without the reference of the head. This is a very important statement. We have never experienced our existence without the reference of the head or the reference of thinking. So ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾਤਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਵਿਚਾਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਕਿ ਆ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੈ ਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੈ, ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਗਵਾਚੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ। ਇਨਫੈਕਟ ਇਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਮੁੰਦਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਮੁੰਦਰ ਤਾਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦੇ, ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਮੁੰਦਰ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਵਿਚਾਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਮੁੰਦਰ ਹੈ। that is the first realm, the realm of thinking. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ the realm of feeling. feeling ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ, very rarely we feel, very rarely we feel. We are always thinking. Even when we're having a conversation, we never feel the person who is right in front of you. You know, in our relationship, we have some conflict or whatever that is going on. We are constantly thinking. We never feel the other person. We have never felt ourselves. We have never felt a flower. We have never felt a tree. So the second realm is the realm of feeling. So thinking, feeling, and then the third realm is the realm of being. The realm of being, which is okay, whoever that is. So the third realm is the realm of being. The realm of being is to experience yourself without the thoughts in your head. I repeat this statement. It's a very important statement. To experience yourself without the thoughts in your head. ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਗਰਭ ਚ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਗਰਭ ਚ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, we are in the state of being. We are in the state of being. ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਗਰਭ ਚ ਜੀਵ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸਿਮਰਨ ਦਾ ਭਾਵ ਰਿਮੈਂਬਰੈਂਸ, ਸਿਮਰਨ ਦਾ ਭਾਵ ਰਿਮੈਂਬਰੈਂਸ, ਰਿਮੈਂਬਰੈਂਸ of who we are, ਰਿਮੈਂਬਰੈਂਸ of who we are, ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕੌਣ ਹਾਂ। ਸੁਣੋ ਰੇ तुम कौन, कहाँ ते आए? That is the ultimate search. Who are you? Go and find that. तो माता दी गर्भ विच असी beingness विच होने हां, and when we take birth, we enter the realm of feeling. बच्चा पहला फील करता है, उस तो बाद हौली हौली ज्यों-ज्यों बच्चा develop होता है, and you know, when a newborn child, whenever the child moves in totality. The child moves in wholeness or totality. A newborn child cannot segmentally or individually move his or her arm. If he or she wants to move the arm, the whole body is moved along with it. The child is in his wholeness, in his beingness. And as the child develops from the realm of feeling, the child enters the realm of thinking. And the child is totally caught up in thinking. The child is totally caught up in the realm of thinking when a child can move his or her fingers individually. Very important statement now. A child, when have totally established himself or herself in the realm of thinking. Okay, so jehda nijkar hai, the realm of being, we are coming out of it. And jadon bacha sampurn taur te he is caught up in the web of thinking. Okay, a child will be able to move his or her fingers individually. Note that a newborn child cannot move the fingers individually. When you can move your fingers individually, know that your mind or the thoughts have truly developed. Sanskrit vich isnu kende ne karma. Kar means hands. Kar means hand, ungla, kar. Ma means eye. Karma means when you are caught up in the movement of your hands. The movement of your hands moves the mind. This is karma. Dharma is, what is dharma then? If karma is the movement of my fingers, because when fingers move, your mind moves. And when your mind moves, the world moves. So the world is not moving there. The world is moving here. I repeat. When the fingers kar, kar seva, kar ma, which means I am the movement of my hands. So when the hands are moving, the mind is moving. And when the mind is moving, the world is moving. So this is the karma. So you see, from the realm of being, you enter the realm of feeling, and then you went into the realm of thinking, and you are only thinking and thinking and thinking, and you get caught up. This is the samsara. This is the wheel of samsara, constantly caught up. To experience yourself without the reference of your thoughts, to experience yourself without the reference of your thought is called a miracle. It's called a miracle. Dharma, karma is the movement. Dharma, dhar means to put together. Two opposite forces, they are constantly in fight, in attraction and repulsion. When those two forces come together, this is called dhar. So this is called kar. When your mind is active, the hands are most active. So karma, movement of the hands. Dharma, this is called dhar, and this is called ma, dharma. Dharma means to put the hands together. The moment you change your posture, you change your thoughts. Because your thoughts decide your posture. Negative thoughts, your posture will be in a different way. Happy thoughts, your posture will be in a different way. So whatever happens in the mind, okay, decides the way you sit, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you blink, the way you breathe. So if you can change all this, you can change your mind. So your mind, your thoughts, deciding, your emotions, deciding, your patterns. There are two types of pattern. We call it, muscle and bio. Muscle, patterns of the muscle, and the patterns of the bio is also known as the muscle memory and the bio memory, which Gurbani calls. So muscle memory is vasanas, and bio memories is samskaras. And all these is due to your thoughts. So your thoughts decide. Due to your thoughts, according to your thoughts, you sit. According to your thoughts, you walk. According to your thoughts, you hold your posture. According to your thoughts, you inhale and exhale. And if you can change all this, you can change your thoughts. Just by bringing your hands together in the center of your chest, you neutralize yourself. So this is the negative mind, and this is the positive mind. Try that. Whenever you are confused, whenever you are too much caught up in the head, bring the hands in the center of the chest. And the Guru says in the Gurbani, Kar sadhu, Anjali, Pun, Badda hai. So this is called Anjali Mudra. This is called Anjali Mudra. The moment you bring the hands in the center of the chest, automatically you anchor yourself. So the left side is the negative mind, and the right side is the positive mind. And when you bring both hands in the center of the chest, it's called the neutral mind. So just by changing your posture, you can change your thought. Now the other thing is your breath. So the way I'm telling you, your thoughts contributes to the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you breathe, the way you sit. So if you can change all this, okay, Raftar, Guftar, Dastar. So these three things, if you change, okay, Dastar means attire, Guftar means your words, Raftar means the way you walk and you sit, automatically your mind changes. So we go into a posture, Sukhasana, the moment you sit in cross-legged, automatically your energy starts to rise upwards. So when I चाहूँगा सारे जाने आप रीढ़ दी हड्डी सीधी करिए, ठीक, और अपने दोनों हाथ जिहड़े हन एंड सेंटर च रख दिए, ठीक, और दूजा जिहड़ा है पहला अपना पोस्चर चेंज कर लिया. To change your mind, you need to change your posture. So ਆਪਾਂ posture change ਕਰ ਲਿਆ. ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਬੈਠੇ ਸੀ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਵੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣਾ posture change ਕਰ ਲਿਆ. Okay, we consciously changing our posture. When we consciously change our posture, we can also change our thoughts, change our emotions. The way you sit decides your emotions now. So hands in the center of the chest, okay? And automatically, if you feel yourself, something changes in you, in a very subtle realm, but something changes in you. Now, the second part is the breath. The breath. Maharaj कहते ने नाभ पवन कर आसन बैसो. नाभ पवन कर आसन बैसो गुरुमुख खोजत तात लहै. Bring the breath to the navel. There are clear instructions in the Sri Guru Granth. Naab pavan kar, asan baso. Naab is your navel, pavan is your breath. Naab pavan kar. Naab pavan kar, asan baso, gurumukh khojat tatla hai. Then you know the essence of life. Life, either you are in Vyadi or you are in Samadhi. Vyadi is a segmentation. Okay, segmentation, always segmented. You are here, you want to be there. And if you're there, you want to be here. This is called Vyadi. Samadhi means to be here in the moment, in your true being, in your holistic being. So the moment the breath changes, the mind can also change. दूजा स्टेप ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਵਾਸਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ. ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਪੋਸਚਰ ਨੂੰ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰਨਾ, ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਆਸਨ. ਠੀਕ, ਪੋਸਚਰ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰ ਲਓ. ਇਨ ਦ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਆਫ ਦੀ ਚੈਸਟ ਕਰ ਸਾਧੂ ਅੰਜਲੀ ਪੁੰਨ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੈ. ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਕਾਲਡ ਅੰਜਲੀ ਮੁਦਰਾ. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਸਵਾਸ. ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗੁਰੂ. ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਪਵਨ ਗੁਰੂ. ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹ ਜਪਜੀ ਚ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਪਵਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਣੀ ਪਿਤਾ. ਦੀ ਬ੍ਰੈਥ ਇਜ਼ ਯੋਰ ਗੁਰੂ. तो जो आप ब्रेथ में चेंज करते हैं, वी कैन चेंज आवर रियलिटी. दूसरा स्टेप आप करना है श्वासां दा. सो आई वांट यू टू जस्ट इनहेल थ्रू द नोज as deeply as you can, something like this in the beginning, and just hold your breath and slowly exhale in and hold your breath. इसनु कहते हैं पवन साधना. Just hold your breath. For medical reasons you can't, it's totally fine, but just hold your breath. Just hold your breath. इनु कहते हैं बंद लगाना. Pavan na sadhya, sach na aradhya. Guru says you have to master your breath in order to know the reality. Very beautiful. And exhale. One more time, I want you to inhale and hold, and just hold your breath, and just hold your breath. And just hold your breath, and just hold your breath. Pavana sadhya, sachna aradhya. Just hold your breath. Medical reasons, relax. Other than that, please, my friends, exhale. Now I want you to close your eyes as well. Beautiful. Hands in the center of the chest, and spine is straight. Miru danda sudha kar rakhe. The Guru says your spine have to be straight, and hands in the center of the chest. Now I want you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Maharaj says, "Moond liye darwaje." Close the doors. Close the doors of your mind. Beautiful. Hands in the center of the chest. Spine is straight. Eyes are closed. Beautiful. And now I want you to inhale through the nose and hold the Pavan Guru. Hold the Pavan Guru. Hold the Pavan Guru. As you hold the Pavan Guru, I want you to experience the feeling in your body. Experience the feeling in your body, not thinking. Stop thinking and feel your body as you hold the breath. As the pavan is held in the body, what happens? Something starts to change. Breath is life. And my friends, exhale through the nose. One more time, I want you to inhale. And I want you to hold the sacred breath. I want you to hold the Pavan Guru. Pavan na sadhya sachna aradhya. To experience the reality as it is, you have to master your breath. Hold the breath. Hold the Pavan Guru. Hold the Pavan Guru. Hold. Hold. Medical reasons, relax. Remember, inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. I'm keeping it very simple. And my friends, exhale. Beautiful. Your eyes will remain closed now. We're going to do a beautiful meditation. Spine is straight, hands in the center of the chest. I want you to inhale. And as you hold your breath, I want you to tense your skull. Tense your skull. Tense your skull. जो दिमाग है, जो skull है, उसनु tense करो. उसनु tense करो, tight कर लो. Tight कर लो. दिमाग नु tight कर लो. Breath nu hold. Hands in the center of the chest, and just tense your skull. And my friends, exhale. One more time, I want you to inhale and hold. And as you hold the breath, I want you to tense your forehead. Tense your forehead. Tense your forehead. Pragate Gopal Mahant ke mathe. The experience of reality will first be felt in the forehead. Pragate Gopal Mahant ke mathe. Hold and please tense your forehead. Tense your forehead, and my friends, exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. And my friends, hold. And as you hold the Pavan Guru, I want you to tense your eyes. You tense your eyes. This is where you hold the information. 90% of the energy received and given is given and received through the eyes. Please tense the eyes. Tense your eyes. Make your eyes tight. ਅੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰਾ tight ਕਰ ਲਓ. ਅੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ tight ਕਰ ਲਓ, ਪਰਵੱਟਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ tight ਕਰ ਲਓ, and ਸਵਾਸ ਛੱਡ ਦਿਓ. And one more time, inhale. And please hold your breath. And as you hold your breath, I want you to tighten your whole face. Tighten your whole face. ਸਾਰੇ ਮੁਖ ਮੰਡਲ ਨੂੰ tight ਕਰ ਲਓ. ਅੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ tight, ਦੰਦਾਂ ਨੂੰ tight, jaws ਨੂੰ tight, palate ਨੂੰ tight, ਜੋ ਜ਼ਬਾਨ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ tight ਕਰ ਲਓ, ਕੰਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ tight ਕਰ ਲਓ, ਦਿਮਾਗ ਨੂੰ tight ਕਰ ਲਓ at the same time. The whole face, the whole skull tight. And my friends, exhale. Please do it. One more time, inhale deep. Pavan Guru, hold the breath, hold the breath, hold the breath. And now, my friends, I want you to tense your arms and your hands. Just tense them. Tense the arms and the hands. Tense the arms and the hands. Tense the arms and the hands. And through the nose, exhale. And one more time, inhale. And hold. And as you hold the breath, I want you to tense your chest and your stomach. Just tense your chest and your stomach. Hold, hold, have an experience. Feel yourself from the realm of thinking, go down into the body and feel yourself. Feel the chest and feel the stomach. Tense, medical reasons, relax. Other than that, hold and exhale. One more time, my friends, inhale. And as you hold the breath, I want you to tense your legs. Tense your legs. Tense your legs and tense your feet. Tense your legs and tense your feet. Tense your legs, tense your feet. This is entering the realm of feeling. From thinking, we are coming down into feeling. Hold and exhale. One more time, slowly inhale through the nose. And as you hold the Pavan Guru, I want you to tense your whole body. Hands in the center as it is. And please, from head to toe, just tense yourself. Just tense yourself. Just tense yourself. Tense the whole body. Squeeze your whole body. Squeeze your whole body. Squeeze your whole body. Tense your whole body. And through the nose, exhale. And one more time, inhale. And hold. And please tense the whole body. Tense your whole body from head to toe. Squeeze and tense every cell of yours. There are 33 trillion cells in the body, and there are 33 trillion gods and goddesses, Devi Devta. And every cell represents one god and one goddess. Hold, squeeze, tense, and slowly through the nose, exhale. And for the last time, my friends, inhale. And as you hold the Pavan Guru, and now please tense the whole body again from head to toe. From head to toe. Hold, 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 squeeze, tense, and exhale. Don't move and just sit still. Do nothing. Do nothing. Hands remain as it is. Spine straight as it is. Experience yourself. Now feel yourself. Before we started this meditation, you were in the realm of thinking. And now you're in the realm of feeling. And later we will also do an experience of going into the realm of being. So now just feel yourself. You're feeling yourself. There's sensations in the body. There's sensations in your head. There's sensations in your legs. And you're able to feel yourself from head to toe. Whole, just experience the realm of feeling. Ordinarily, we are locked in the head. We are locked in the realm of thinking. We think our mind is in the head, but mind is all pervading from head to toe. Guru says in the Bani, Jab nakha sekha, eho manachina, tab antar majnakina. When I realized my mind was from the tip of the head to the tip of the toe, I took the inner dip of the sacred river. Hold. Just feel yourself, experience yourself. Don't think about yourself. Feel yourself. Beautiful. Beautiful. And inhale and hold and exhale. Now very slowly open your eyes and bring your hands down onto your knees like this. Spine is straight, and we will be vibrating. So that was the realm of a feeling. Before we started this meditation, we were in the realm of thinking. You were someone else, I was someone else. But when we did this meditation, a part of us became a one. The sense of feeling opened up, and the sensations and the sensory space for you opened up, and more or less we merged into each other, despite of I'm sitting somewhere else and you are sitting somewhere else. So from the realm of thinking, we went into the realm of feeling. And now we're going to enter the realm of being. And to enter the realm of being, we're going to use 5 sacred sounds. The sound of Va, He, Gu, and Ru. And the silence that will come after this sound. So total, there are 5 sacred sounds. First is the sound of Va, which is the sound of water. You know, when water pours out, wah, 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 wah. The water sings the divine in the frequency of Vah. The second sound is a He. He is the sound of the air. And the third sound is Gu, which is the sound of the earth. If you sit in your basement, or you sit in a cave, or you sit in an underground meditation cell, and you listen, the earth is vibrating. And the fourth sound is the sound of Ru. Ru is the sound of fire. Natural fire, when burns, creates the sound. And then comes the silence, which is the Akasha. So there are 5 elements and there are 5 sacred sounds. Okay, in Vaheguru, Va, He, Gu, Ru. And the 5th sound is the sound of silence. So the 5 tattvas automatically balanced when you recite the mantra. And ordinarily, we are not anchored because the 5 elements in us are not balanced, or the 5 winds in the body are not balanced. When the breath goes in, one breath, one pavan goes into the body and segments itself into 5 winds: prana, apana, samana, udayana, and vyana. And these 5 winds then flow through 72,000 nadis, which the Guru says, Batua Eka Bahatra Adhari. So your experience of life is just the movement of the breath in the body. And if you can change your breath, if you can synchronize your pavan with the Shabad, automatically you go into ecstasy. So Shabad Guru, Pavan Guru, and Vaheguru. So these are the 3 steps to ecstasy. So Shabad Guru, you're reciting the mantra. Pavan Guru, you're synchronizing the Shabad with the breath, and automatically an ecstasy blooms in you, and that is called Vaheguru. So we will dive into the 3rd realm, the realm of being, spine straight. And now I want you to bring your hands onto your knees. Eyes will be closed. मूंद लिए दरवाजे तो बाजिए अनहद बाजे. You have to close the doors of your senses to experience the inner frequency, the inner na. So let's recite this mantra. You will be inhaling, and then you will just recite Va in one breath. Va, okay, a long Va. And then again you will inhale, and then you will recite the second sacred sound, He, the sound of the winds. Okay, and then again you will inhale, and then you will recite the sacred sound of the earth, Gu. Okay, a long chant. And then again you will inhale, and then you will recite the mantra Ru. And then for a few seconds, you will remain silent and you will experience yourself without the realm of thinking and without the realm of feeling. You will suddenly enter the realm of being. For a few seconds, you will experience yourself without thinking and without feeling. That experience is called aham. It is called aham or self. And that in Gurbani is also known as Nam. Nam means beingness. Nam means beingness. In the starting state, Nam is a sacred frequency. But as you dive deeper and deeper from the realm of thinking, it is a sound. From the realm into the realm of feeling, it becomes an experience. It becomes a feeling. You feel an ecstasy as you're chanting. So Nam has changed its form. In the thinking realm is a sacred sound. It's just Vahe Guru. But then when it comes into the realm of feeling, because these are the teen lok. So the three realm of being, the realm of thinking, the realm of feeling, and the realm of being. And as the mantra ends and you enter into the fifth part of the mantra, just for a few seconds, feel yourself without your story. Feel yourself without your story. So there's a story going on in your head all the time about yourself. So experience yourself without your story. That is Nam. And Nam there means beingness. And that beingness in me and the beingness in you are one. That is the state of Ik Oankar, unity of being. Unity of being, where there is no two. In the realm of thinking, you think differently, I think differently. In the realm of feeling, you feel differently, I feel differently. But in the realm of being, your beingness and my beingness are same. So the Shabad brings you from the realm of thinking to the realm of feeling into the realm of being. Every time you chant the mantra, you experience the unity of being. The problem is you are not aware. All your issues, all your problems, all that needs to be solved in the realm of thinking disappears the moment the mantra ends and brings you to the realm of a shunya, it is called. Antra sunang, bahir sunang, trabhavan sunam sunang, Chautha sunna jo nar jane taku paap na punna. Paap and punya is the push and the pull of life. And this only exists in the realm of thinking. So the Shabad and the Pavan, the Shabad Guru and the Pavan Guru, when you can synchronize your breath with the sacred sound, the outcome is ecstasy. When you can synchronize your Shabad and your breath, the outcome is ecstasy. And this is the powerful tool given by the sages, given by the gurus. The problem is you are not aware. To become aware. When we are chanting, we are somewhere else. So the moment you bring the breath into the sacred sound, the union of Shiva and Shakti, Purusha and Prakriti. In the Chinese tradition, yin and yang, the duality of life. Mind is somewhere else, breath is somewhere else. And the Guru says very beautifully, when the breath and the mind santo मन पवन है, मन पवन है, सुख बने. You want to experience the holisticness of life, the wholeness of life, the samadhi, not the vyadi. Samadhi means the holistic living. You want to experience the holistic living, then santo, O seekers of the self, man, pavana, bring the mind and the pavan as one. So what you're doing, pavan and va coming from the mind, you're bringing it together. And automatically the outcome of this will be sukha, sukh, banya. Kich jog parapat ganya. Then you will know the path of union. So bringing the breath and the Shabad together, automatically you go into ecstasy. So I repeat myself, Shabad Guru, Pavan Guru, and Vahe Guru. Va, He, Guru. Vah means ecstasy. Vah means ecstasy. He means now. Va is ecstasy. He means now. Guru means wisdom. The wisdom of vow in the now. It's not a promise that after 40 days or after death you will go somewhere. No. Va, He, Guru, the wisdom of vow in the now, which can be experienced when your pavan and your mind becomes one. And there are many tools, there are many techniques, whatever fits you. But this is just one of those powerful, beautiful techniques that I'm going to share with you. To connect the pavan and the mind together automatically. Now, what is ecstasy? Ecstasy, okay, is referencing or experiencing yourself without your story. That is ecstasy. I started off my conversation. We are caught up in the web of thoughts. You are here, you want to be there, you are there, you want to be here. Just imagine if these thoughts in the head, vichar mare, the Guru says, vichar mare, tare tare, ult jun na aave. Chagda ek nabedo ram. The silencing of the thoughts and to experience yourself in your beingness, pure beingness, is called Nam, is called ecstasy. So let's dive down into this beautiful Kriya, and I want you to bring your hands onto the knees like that, spine straight, and eyes will be closed. And you may want to listen to me for for a few chants, and before you dive into this, so you know what we are doing. So you're going to be inhaling through the nose, and you will be chanting. And again, you inhale through the nose, and then you chant the second sound, and then the third and the fourth. And here we go, spine straight, eyes closed. And again, you inhale. For a few seconds, you just become aware of the outcome of the sacred space. And one more time, my friends, inhale and vibrate really loud. Make sure your body is vibrating, and your skull and your eyes and your forehead, all the different parts of the body are vibrating with the sacred sound. Deep inhale. Just sit in silence and experience yourself without your story. Beautiful. And you'll just do a few more times. Inhale through the nose powerfully. Vibrate deeper. And experience yourself without your story. Just hold, don't move. Because when the body moves, the mind moves. When the mind moves, the world moves. The movement in the world is because your mind is moving. And the mind is moving is because your body is moving. So hold still. Savdhan ekagra chit. Beautiful. We'll do one more round. Deeper. Now just sit in silence, don't move, and experience yourself without your story. Even for a second, if you can just experience your beingness, that is your touching the Nam, the existence, that sacred frequency which is sustaining the creation. Just feel yourself without your story. Feel yourself without your story. Experience your pure beingness. And now, my friends, the last round, I want you to inhale deep and I want you to vibrate deep. Make sure your whole body vibrates. All the 33 trillion cells in the body must be vibrating the sacred Nam. For the last time, have an experience, deep inhale and deep exhale, and experience the holisticness of life. Beautiful. And inhale. Whoa. For a few seconds, feel yourself without your story, with your thoughts, without your thoughts. From the realm of thinking into the realm of feeling, into the realm of being. Just feel yourself as yourself, not as someone who is this and who is that. Just experience your pure beingness without the story of the head. And my friends, inhale and hold, and just hold the breath. And I want you to tense yourself from head to toe. सारे शरीर ਨੂੰ पूरा tense कर लो, पूरा जिਵੇਂ आकड़ जाइदा शरीर ਨੂੰ tense कर लो, squeeze कर लो. Squeeze करो, hold the breath, breath ਨੂੰ hold करना है और सारे शरीर ਨੂੰ सिर ਤੋਂ पैरां तक tense करना है. And through the nose, exhale. And relax the body. And one more time, my friends. Hold and squeeze and tense the body. Squeeze and tense the body. Tense the body from head to toe. Make sure your toes are tense as well. And your skull is tense as well. So squeezing and tensing every part of the body and experiencing yourself as a whole, not as a segmented, not in the realm of Vyadi, but in the realm of Samadhi, where you're totally aware of yourself in the now. And my friends, through the nose, exhale. For the last time, inhale through the nose. And as you hold the breath, feel the breath of life, Pavan Guru. And as you hold the Pavan, as you hold the breath of life, you become alive. Feel yourself in your aliveness. Feel yourself in your beingness. Pavan Guru. Pavanana Sadhya Sachana Aradhya. Until you do not know how to connect with your breath, with the Pavan, you cannot know the reality, because the breath is the reality. Beautiful. And through the nose, exhale. And just for 15 seconds, don't move the body. Don't think about yourself. Don't think about yourself. Just feel yourself. And then through the realm of feeling, just go into the realm of being. Sit without your story. Sit without the thoughts. Sit with without your emotions. And sit without the problems that need to be solved. For a few moments, for a few seconds, you are just in your beingness. Iha na, 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 without my story. Na, na is not, is me. Experiencing yourself without your superficial story. This is the sitting or the anchoring of dharma, where mind stops. Karma is when the mind is in a constant flow, in a constant movement. Beautiful. And my friends, inhale and hold. And as you hold the breath, again, my friends, tense yourself from head to toe. Tense yourself from head to toe. Make sure your navel, your chest, your arms, your feet, your legs, your skull, your forehead, your eyes, your face. Tense, 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 tense. And exhale. And very slowly open your eyes. So that's this beautiful word called Govinda. Govinda. And if you were to break this word, go and binda. Go means movement in Sanskrit. Go means movement. Constantly something is moving. Go. The English word go comes from Sanskrit. Go means the moving universe. Our universe, our internal universe, is constantly moving. Go, go, go. We are going constantly, and we don't know where we are going. Everybody has been going. And right in this going, this movement of your thoughts, movement of your emotions, and the whirlpool of your life. I repeat, the whirlpool of your life. Go. In the center, there's a bindu. In the center, there's a bindu. And if you take yourself out of the go, the circumference, and come into bindu, that is called govind. To experience yourself without your go is called govind. So the very beingness, you without your story, is actually God sitting in you. It's actually the totality sitting in you. So even for the blink of the eye, if you can experience that, Savdhan Ekagar Chit, that is the divine sitting in you. You are moving around it. Your story is moving around it, but it has not moved an inch. You're moving everywhere, physically, mentally, energetically. But that bindu, that point in you, have not moved an inch. To know that point is called Gobind Milanki Ekari Bariya. This is the time. Now is the time. This moment is the time. You can sit. You can sit and you just synchronize your breath with your thoughts through the Guru Mantra. Va, He, Guru, Shabd Guru, and Pavan Guru. You know, Pavan Aramba. Pavan Aramba. Pavan Aramba. Satguru Matavela. Shabd Guru, Surtatona Chela. Ordinarily, a lot of emphasis is there on Shabd Guru, Surtatona Chela, Shabd Guru, Surtatona Chela, Shabd Guru, Surtatona Chela. But we ignore the first line, which is Pavan Aramba. Pavan Aramba. Journey will start with the Pavan. Because your journey in this world started with Pavan. When Pavan came, you came into existence. You were alive. You were declared alive. All journeys, because your main journey started with Pavan, your inner journey must also start with Pavan, and that is the law. We ignore the Pavan. We directly grab the Shabad. And then the outcome, sometimes we are not successful. So as the sages of the past mentioned, Pavan Aramba Satguru Matavela, in order to enter the Mat, the path of enlightenment, you have to start with the Pavan Aramba, Satguru Matavela, then enter Shabd Guru, Surt Tomchela, then your Surt, your awareness, something like what we did today. And I'm not saying this is the only way. This is one of the many beautiful ways that the sages of the past have shared with us, how to synchronize your breath and your mind. The whole journey ends. All this push and pull of life, dukkha and sukha, comes to a standstill, even for a blink of eye. If you have experienced yourself without your story, that is called nirvana. That is called nirvana. Nirvana, vahan. Vahan means flow. Mind is constantly flowing in the go. Nirvahan, when that vahan, that flow stops. And that is the experience of nirvana. In fact, this experience of beingness is coming all the time. Just that we are not aware. Na dekhne ki tarah हमने जिंदगी देखी, ना देखने की तरह हमने जिंदगी देखी, चिराग बुझने लगा तो रोशनी देखी. Every moment, I'm just going to dive just a bit more deeper. Every moment you are experiencing your holisticness. Every moment you are experiencing your totality. Every moment you are experiencing yourself without a story. But the problem is you are too caught up in your story. Now the breath that comes, okay? The breath that comes. When the breath moves, mind moves. Okay, I'm going to go very slow and it's a bit deep. Be with me. So when the breath goes, when the breath is moving, mind is moving. Breath stops 10 fingers from you. Tre sat ungal vai avdu. The Guru says, Tre sat ungal vai avdu sun sach aharo gurmukh bole tat grole chine alk aparo. The Guru says 10 fingers away from you, there is a space. You are touching the totality. You're touching nirvana. You're touching Jivan Mukti. The problem is you are just aware of the coming and the going of the breath. There's a point where the breath ends. 10 fingers away from you. 4, 8, 10. Here. 3, 7. 3, 7, 10. Ungal. Vau, vai, audu. Breath. Shun, such ahara. Shunya, emptiness. You experiencing your beingness. Every breath that comes ends at 10 fingers away from you. That moment you're touching a state of mind which is beyond your dukkha and your sukha. The coming breath is life, and the going breath is death. There is a point here when the breath changes its gear. Okay, the breath goes up, and for a second or millisecond, it stops and it changes its gear. The outgoing breath becomes the incoming breath. Here, mind is moving. Your story is moving. Your dukkha, the realm of dukkha and sukha is moving. But here, 10 fingers away from you, the breath stops. Coming is life, going is death. At this point, you transcend life and death. And it's also happening once inside. Every breath, 2 times, touches nirvana, touches Jivan Mukti. But you just got up here, Jivan. When you can become aware of your breath, first you bring the Shabad into the breath, and then you chant, and where the chant and where the Shabad ends, there is a point where you are neither in the realm of living, neither in the realm of death. You transcend life and death. Every moment you are experiencing the divine. And you know this point here for me, and this point here for you is one. It's all here. So over here, you and me are one, if you're getting what I'm saying. Here, life is coming from here. My life is coming from here. Your life is coming from here. Here, you and me are one. When the pavan goes into me, my mind imprints its story onto it, and that pavan becomes me, and that pavan becomes you. And if you can experience the point where you and me are meeting through the breath, that is also the experience of Ik Oankar. Every moment we are realizing God. So when you learn to sit, when you learn to breathe, when you learn to become aware, that whom you were searching was actually already available all the time. मैं भी तू है ते तू भी तू है ते विच बुल्ला कौल नमाना. ਜਦੋਂ ਲੱਭਦੇ ਸੀ ਉਦੋਂ ਲੱਭਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ. ਜਦੋਂ ਲੱਭਦੇ ਸੀ ਉਦੋਂ ਲੱਭਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਲੱਭਿਆ ਤੇ ਆਪ ਗਵਾਚ ਗਏ, ਇੱਥੇ ਗਵਾਚ ਗਏ. So when you become aware, the problem is we are searching only here when it is everywhere. ਜਦੋਂ ਲੱਭਦੇ ਸੀ ਉਦੋਂ ਲੱਭਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਲੱਭਿਆ ਤੇ ਆਪ ਗਵਾਚ ਗਏ. मैं ना था, वो आप थे, मालूम ना था. मेरी मैं ने तेथों जुदा रखा. My story kept me away from you. Come back to the breath. You know, my story. The story is there because of the movement of the breath. Where the breath stops, your story stops. My story stops. Everybody's story stops. There you and me are one. Atam tat je janahi. So hai khalis dev. That is the point where every moment we are experiencing God. We are experiencing totality. बस ना देखने की तरह हमने जिंदगी देखी. We thought जिंदगी was here. We thought life was here. And this point here, space, it wants to solve the problems and create the problems. Mukti, nirvana is nothing but coming out of the head and coming into the breath. being with the breath, being with the pavan, and through the shabad, becoming one with the pavan, and then the space of ecstasy. And my friends, I'm coming back to my statement. This is being experienced in every breath, just that you are not aware. Jagre, manna jagre. You know, the Guru says, wake up, wake up. Wake up to what? Wake up to your life. And what is life? Breath is life. ये है प्राणी, ये है प्राण, ये है प्राणी, ये है प्राण, आ है प्राणपति, प्राणपति, प्राण ते प्राण. Through the prana, the prani can reach pranapati. So the more you are with your breath, learn to sit, learn to sit, learn to breathe. The Guru says every morning we read Pavan Guru, but how many of us really inhale the Pavan as the Guru? The story of the Guru have to be written on your story. And when that story ends, मैं न था, वो आप थे, मालूम न था. कौन हूं, मुझे जानता कोई नहीं, मौजूद हूं मैं हर जगह, पहचानता कोई नहीं. जिसने देखा, जैसे देखा, ऐसे देखा, वैसे देखा, बात अपनी बात की जानता कोई नहीं. We are caught up in a superficial eye constantly. There's something need to be solved. But the moment you come with the breath, this story fades away. Nirvana, Jivan Mukti is nothing but your story. For a moment you can put it aside. For a moment at least. And then you just experience your beingness. Experience your hold. Meri maine, my story, तेथों जुदा रखिया, मैनू बंदा ते तैनू खुदा रखिया. जद मैं ते तू दी हद मुक गई. हद किथे मुकदी? इत्थे मुकदी है. तेरे प्राणां दी, श्वासां दी हद किथे मुक रही है? इत्थे मुक रही है. 10 fingers away from you. Look at that, so simple. Simple. जद मैं ते तू दी हद मुक गई, फिर बंदा की ते मौला की. वो आप थे, मालूम ना था. So through the grace of the Guru, if you learn to sit and you learn to breathe, and then you bring the Shabad inside, that which you were searching was right under the nose. The Guru says, Sa rag tumvi nede vasada, by Nandalal ji. Sa rag tumvi, sa rag tumvi nede vasada, nede vasada. Duniya firdi, vich hai rani, and the world is finding everywhere. It is right in the breath. And it's not to be found, it's available. It's available. सिर्फ होश चाहिए है, सिर्फ अवेयरनेस चाहिए है. जिस पे ध्यान, महाराज ने बार बार कहते, पंचा का गुर एक ध्यान. The 5 senses who are caught up in their story. The 5 senses caught up in their story. इन्हां दा गुरु कौन है? इन्हां दा मार्ग दर्शाउण वाला कौन है? इन्हां 5 senses दी कोई मार्ग दर्शाउण वाला है? मारा कहंदे ने ध्यान. पंचां का गुर एक, इक्को ही गुरु है इन्हां 5 senses दा. वो की है? ध्यान, awareness. When you learn to bring awareness to your breath, that which you were searching was always available. Every moment, my friends, at the end of the breath, you touch your totality, you touch God, and your story disappears. The more you become aware, the more you be with the breath, and the more you are in these points of shunya, antara sunnang, bahir sunnang. There's a shunya point outside, and there's a shunya point inside. Breath stops. Breath stops for a second. Ordinarily, when you become aware. Antara sunnang, bahir sunnang. And when you become aware of that, the 3 realms, the past, the present, and the future, the realm of thinking, feeling, and being, all merges together. Then the push and pull of dukkha and sukha comes to connect. It's not that you don't have dukkha and sukha. Your reaction towards dukkha and sukha changes. And that is nirvana, and that is mukti. And that is so simple. So simple. Just learn to sit and be with the Pavan and put Shabad into it. And automatically, Shabad Guru, Pavan Guru, the outcome is Vah. So this was a very simple, I try to keep it as simple as possible. And, I hope it made sense. And if you have any question in relation to what we have, that we did today, or what I shared with you today, I'm open to any questions.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਹੈ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ I think it was a very unique experience and the beauty of that whole thing is ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਸੇਜ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਗਾਈਡੈਂਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਪ੍ਰੋਵਾਈਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ I think it's a very unique opportunity ਤੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਅਗਰ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਸਵਾਲ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਜਰਨੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਹਾਂ ਐਂਡ ਉਸ 'ਚ ਇੱਕ ਇੰਪਰੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਸੋ ਐਨੀਵੇਜ਼ ਆਪਣੇ ਯੂ ਕੈਨ ਅਨਮਿਊਟ yourself and go ahead and ask ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ any questions you have.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਮੈਂ ਪ੍ਰੇਜ਼ ਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੀ ਕਿ ਇਟ ਵਾਸ ਬਿਯੋਂਡ ਦੈਟ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਜੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਔਰ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਹੈਗਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਚਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਗੱਲ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਯੋਗਾ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਔਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਦੱਸੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਧਾਰ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸਮਝਾਈਆਂ ਆਈ ਵਾਸ ਇਨ ਅ ਕੁਐਸਟ ਮੇਰੀ ਬੜੀ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਨਾ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਕੋਈ ਐਸਾ ਮਿਲੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਧਾਰ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਅੱਜ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਬਿਊਟੀਫੁਲੀ ਵੀਰ ਜੀ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਰਿਲੇਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ I don't have the words of appreciation of gratitude ਕਿ it made so much of more sense ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਸਮਝ ਸੀਗੀ ਬਟ ਮੈਂ ਬੜਾ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਭ ਰਹੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਆਧਾਰ ਮੰਨ ਕੇ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਹੀ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨ ਕੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਚੱਲਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਹੋਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਦੀ ਮੈਡੀਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਪਾਰਟ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਐਂਡ ਵਿਦ ਦ combination of Shabad Guru and Pavan Guru and the outcome is Vaheguru that and the technique it's always that we know so many things but ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ technique ਦੱਸੀ ਹੈਗੀ I also teach meditation on my own level and but ਜਿਹੜਾ correlation ਸੀ ਨਾ it was just beautiful and ਇੱਕ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ ਮੈਂ ਸਮਝਣਾ ਚਾਹਨੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬ੍ਰੈਥ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ 10 ਉਂਗਲਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਐਂਡ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਸੈਂਡ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਯੂ ਐਕਸਹੇਲ and then you inhale so there is life and there is a death and in between that there is a point that was amazing to know that point is where we are all one
yes
and ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਟੈਕਨੀਕ ਦੱਸੀ I just want to come across ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੈਂ ਚੈਲੰਜ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਧਿਆਨ ਲਗਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ your story is there always and what you have said is to stop that story even for a little while with the help of Shabad Guru. Is that right?
yes
Shabad Guru ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੜਾ ਅੱਛਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰੂ ਮੰਤਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਤਮ ਹੈਗਾ and ਉਸ ਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਕਰਵਾਇਆ ਹੈਗਾ it was just I don't have the words to say how I felt it so thank you so much Veer ji for the guidance and ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈਗੀ it is just amazing so thank you ਬਹੁਤ ਛੋਟਾ ਲਫ਼ਜ਼ ਹੈਗਾ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਵਿਜ਼ਡਮ ਨੂੰ ਸਪਰੈਡ ਕਰੋ ਐਂਡ ਆਈ ਵਿਸ਼ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖਦੇ ਰਵਾਂਗੇ this is just a starting so thank you so much Veer ji for the time
thank you yeah so just to add on ਜਦੋਂ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਜਿਆਦਾ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਨਾ ਹਾਂਜੀ so some of the things that you can do that's why before we set into the recitation or the meditation Vaheguru mantra I told you to inhale hold and tense the body so there are two types of memory muscle memory and bio memory so muscle memory ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਆ ਅਕਸਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਵੀ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇ ਹੈ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਪੈਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਹੈ So the whole body is a memory actually. It's a
Right.
memory. है ना, pattern है. तो एक pattern ਨੂੰ silence ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ for a few moments, you know, ਇਸ story ਨੂੰ, ਇਸ muscle memory ਨੂੰ, ਉਸ memory ਨੂੰ quiet ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ, before you start meditation, it's always a good idea to inhale, hold, and tense the different parts of the body individually. You're tensing the different stories. You know, the story written here, you tense and then you exhale. Then again you inhale, hold, and you tense your forehead, and you tense the forehead. You stop the story for a moment, for 2 seconds, and then you exhale. So this way the body opens up, and then it's easier to enter into Naam Simran or chanting. So it's always a good idea to do this meditation, this Kriya, as a preparation before you enter Simran. So that will really stop the story. The more you do it, you know, the more easier for you to be in meditation without your story. And that is a miracle, and that is the greatest miracle. Self as yourself. आप पहचाने, हाँ शव जाने, हाँ शव जाने, और कैसी चतुराई? Everything else is चतुराई. बाकी सारा कुछ चतुराई है. जब तक तुसी आप सोहंग, गुरु says, सोहंग आप पहचानिए, सोहंग आप पहचानिए. You have to recognize yourself, then you can recognize.
ਬਹੁਤ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਵਿਜੇ, ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰੈਸਿਵ ਮਸਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਰਿਲੈਕਸੇਸ਼ਨ ਟੈਕਨੀਕ ਤਾਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਡ ਕੀਤਾ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਸਾਹ ਰੋਕ ਕੇ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਸਲਸ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈਗਾ, that was new to me, and I found ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ when you are stopping. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੰਦ ਲਾਇਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਇਨਹੇਲ ਕਰਾ ਕੇ you stopped it and then you contracted. It was like an added thing together. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰੈਸਿਵ ਮਸਲ, yeah.
In Film Sakhi, Guru says, तीनों बंद लगाए के, तीनों बंद लगाए के, मुख ते कछु ना बोल, बाहर के पट बंद कर, अंतर के पट खोल. Another beautiful sutra, जोग जुगत कट सेध कर, भाई गुरदास जी. जोग जुगत कट body, सेध कर, apply those onto your body. जोग जुगत कट सेध कर, पवना ठहराए. Learn the art of holding your breath. The problem is we don't hold the breath. When you don't hold the breath, you don't hold life. And when you don't hold life, you cannot experience aliveness. So we are living half because our breath is shallow. In the words of Yogi Bhajan, he says, when the breath is shallow, life is shallow. And when the breath is deep, life is deep. And the Guru makes it clear. Nab pavan kar, asana vaso. Bring the breath to the navel, the home of prana. Not oxygen, not breath, but prana. So pavan. Pavan means prana vayu. Okay, the wind on which the prana flows with. So nab pavan kar, asana vaso, gurmukh. Then you become a gurmukh. Then you experience light from darkness to light. Gurmukh. Khojat. This way you search. Tatlaha, you will know the essence of life. So the essence of life is in the breath. The breath have to be mastered. And I mentioned it also in our conversation, but I will repeat it again. Pavanana sadhya, sachna aradhya. Guru Nanak says that. As long as you don't have a mastery over the inhale and the exhale, as long as you don't have a mastery on the coming and the going of the breath and the coming and the going of life, you will have no control over life. You cannot be happy because the source of your beingness, you are not even aware. You were finding God everywhere when the God was under the breath or under the nose. There's a beautiful sutra in the Vedas. There's a question. Katham ekoho devahiti. Katham ekoho devahiti, which means, tell me, what is this one God? What is this one God? There's a question in the Vedas. Katham ekoho devahiti. And the answer is, pranitihi saha brahma. Your breath is God, the one God. And Guru Nanak says, Pavan Guru. The Pavan is your Guru. You are experiencing the Guru moment to moment. Breath is the Guru, is the wisdom holder. Because when breath comes, wisdom of life comes. But the problem is, na dekhne ki tarah humne zindagi dekhi. We never saw the breath. We only see our emotions, we only see our thoughts. We get so lost in the head that we miss life. And then jindagi chirag bujhne laga. At the end, the last breath, then you knew, oh my God, I have been looking for life here, but life is ending here. This is still continuing. You know, mind dies 3 days after the physical death. The mind dies 3 days later. So now dekhne ki tarah humne chirag bujhne laga. When the last breath was going, then the jiva recognizes, oh my God, I was caught up here. In fact, the 3 realms that we talked about, you know, teen lok jai jai kare. So the realm of thinking is the realm of demons. The realm of feeling is the realm of humans. And the realm of being is the realm of the devas. And when you can move through these 3 realms, not caught up in one realm, the problem is today we are caught up in one realm, thinking. No. मेरी हस्ती एक ख्याल, मेरी हस्ती एक ख्याल, मैं देख रहा हूं दुनिया अपने ख्यालों में, मैं देख रहा हूं दुनिया अपने ख्यालों में. I'm not seeing the world, I'm seeing my thoughts about the world. We have never seen the world. Mara says, jaisa sa taisa drishtaya. See the reality as it is. Don't impose your ideas onto reality, then you will never see that. The fact is, we have never seen, we have never heard. And that's why Guru says, suniye. Listen to the reality as it is, not what you assume the reality to. So Panchanka, the 5 organs or the senses, everyone has its own interpretation of the reality, and we only see that. So everything we are experiencing is a second hand. But one who is awakened, a Gurmukh, Jivan Mukt, is those who experience the life, experience the existence without the interpretation of the 5 senses, who goes into dhyana, who sees the reality as it is. And that, with that, the sight you have, then everything is happening. Everything is happening. Go, and right in the center, Bindu, you are sitting. So that is something to add on to whatever.
भाई साहब, ओके एक मिनट भाई साहब, 2 चैट बॉक्स च भी क्वेश्चन ने ते अगर किसी ने होर कोई सवाल पूछना है तो पहले अनम्यूट करके पूछ लो, नहीं तो मैं फिर जेडे चैट बॉक्स च ने मैं वो पूछ लेना भाई साहब ने.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. I hope you can hear me well. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ presentation both in concept and practice ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗੀ ਯੋਗੀ ਜੀ. and I think ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੱਕ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਟੇਕ ਅਵੇ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ ACP ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ understanding of wellness ਨੂੰ from a mental and physical perspective ਨੂੰ ਜਿੰਨਾ diversify ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਜਿੰਨੇ ਨਵੇਂ perspective ਸਿੱਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹ amazing ਹੈ. and you know ਅਸੀਂ ਵੇਦਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਔਰ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ different practices ਸੀਗੀਆਂ. so I personally ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਮੈਂ appreciate ਕੀਤਾ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ world view ਨੂੰ perspective ਨੂੰ diversify ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, while at the same time ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਧਾਰ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖੀਏ. ਮੇਰਾ question actually ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਰਗੇ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, ਕੋਈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਨਸਾਈਟ ਦੇ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ on ways to improve mental and physical discipline to help attention span and studying?
Okay, so one of the ways to, you know, one of the ways you can do this is to inhale and hold your breath as long as you can. The moment you hold your breath, awareness automatically develops. So inhaling and just holding, and after a few seconds, all you are no more here. You are right here, and that automatically awakens the awareness, awakens your attention, brings you into the now. This is one way. The other way is more advanced. Is once you have mastered inhaling and holding the breath. See, everything is in the breath. Your attention, your awareness, your problems, your solutions can only be solved by the Pavan. Nothing else can solve. You have to start with the Pavan. So any problem you have, the moment you learn to hold the breath, automatically, even if you have some physical illness, it may take time, of course, you know, person to person, But even physical illness can be healed just by holding the breath. So coming back to your question, when you can inhale and you hold the breath, try it. Automatically, this mind at the blink of the eye, there are 1,000 thoughts. Every time your eyes blinks. So that's why when you have more thoughts, more blinking. More blinking. Okay. So when you're blinking, okay, more thoughts are more. And when you inhale and you hold and you close your eyes, you stop the doorways of the mind. 90% of your mind, okay, the information received comes through the eyes and is given through the eyes. So those doorways that through which the mind scatters. Kabhu to jieda ऊब चढ़ता है, कबहू जाए प्याले, लोभी जियड़ा थिर ना रहता है, चारे कुंठा पाले. He's running in all the four directions. And the Guru says, "Moond liye darwaje." The answer is also that. The problem is we don't go into the practical teachings of the Guru. We just read the Guru. Moond liye darwaje. Close the doorways of the mind. Close the doorway of the patterns and the emotions of it that is running in the head. So moond liye darwaje. So what are the darwajas? The breath is the first door. So now darwaje, 9 doors. I will not go into that, but just keep it simple for you. So you inhale. So the first door is the breath. And the second most important door for the mind is the eyes. And the third most important door for the mind is the mouth, the tongue. When the tongue moves, mind moves. The tongue is the doorway of the mind. Whatever is in the mind takes birth through the mouth. It's called Gyan Gufa, the cave of wisdom, the cave of information. This is the womb of the mind, and this is the doorway of the mind. And the tongue is the red carpet on which the royal mind walks out and gives creation or creates the world. So what you're doing is you are closing the doorways of the mind. Kumbhak. Moondaliye darwaje. So you inhale, mouth close, lock the breath, close the eyes and sit. The wandering mind comes back to the body. Awareness, simple. And then you want to go deeper. You want to go deeper, then you hold the breath outside. Hold the breath out and sit. Your mind will never run. Because mind will only move if the breath is moving. If the pavan dances, mind dances, heart dances, body dances. And the moment you lock, so this is the ultimate key which Guru Nanak gives every day in the morning when you read your Japji. Pavan Guru, wisdom, solution to every problem in your life is in the pavan. So holding the breath inside and holding the breath outside ultimately awakens the awareness in the moment. It's not that within practices. Try this. Your mind will never run away. So the moment you see your mind is being scattered, all you do is take the shelter of your Pavan Guru. That's it. Just learn to inhale the breath inside. Learn to hold the breath outside. Antir Bahir, Har Prabh, Eko. To experience Prabh. Prabh means the wholeness. Prabh, Paramatma, God means wholeness. V means segmentations. Prani, Jiva, okay. Humans means segmentation. God is the wholeness. Samadhi. We are the Vyadi. Okay. So the moment you take control of the bridge that unites you as a localized consciousness and connects you with the all-pervading consciousness. Okay, you take in charge of the door. This is the Guru Dwara. The door to wisdom. Guru Dwara. This is the Guru Dadwari. Okay, you can only experience the Guru outside if the Dwar is there. If these Dwars are not there, you cannot experience Guru outside. So this is the Guru Dwara. Enter the Guru Dware hoye soji paisi. You enter the Guru's Dwara, through which the Guru, the wisdom, the Gyan is coming and going. So taking charge of the breath, learn to hold the breath inside and learn to hold the breath outside. Become aware of that which unites the known and the unknown. All the solutions will be found. The path is very simple. Dharma is very simple. Shabad Guru, Pavan Guru, Vaheguru, there's nothing else. What else do you want? All the solutions in these three ultimate golden statements of the Guru. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you. Anything else?
ਦੋ ਸਵਾਲ ਸੀਗੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ। ਇੱਕ ਹੈਗਾ ਜੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਡੀਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਦਿਨ 'ਚ ਕਿਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਵਾਰੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ, ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਜੇ ਬ੍ਰੈਥ ਹੋਲਡਿੰਗ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ। ਔਰ ਦੂਸਰਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ should it be done empty stomach, ਜਾਂ it can be done maybe after food also?
So meditation is meditation means awareness. Okay, meditation means awareness. ਧਿਆਨ. So ਜਿੰਨਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ, ਹਰ ਕੰਮ ਧਿਆਨ ਪੂਰਵਕ ਕਰੋ. That's one. You know, ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਠੋ। ਆਪਾਂ ਅਕਸਰ ਨਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦਿਆਂ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਰ, ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਰੋਟੀ ਖਾ, which means meditate while you're eating, meditate while you're walking. Right? Dhyana, the exact translation or the closest translation is meditation. Actually, dhyan means meditation, awareness. So doing everything in awareness. You know, Gurmukha, Sambala, Pabatra. Guru says Gurmukh is the one who walks in awareness. Ordinarily, when we are walking, we are not walking. We are in the head, we are somewhere else. When we are eating, we are not eating. So when you learn to become aware, come into awareness, whatever you're doing it in sahaja. This is sahaja. There's no hurry. When you bring relaxation into your ordinary activities, you open up the doorway for meditation. Very important. The meditation, don't lock meditation from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. That is segmentation. So bring relaxation into your ordinary activities. That's very important, number one. Relax. Do everything slowly. And now with the lockdown, we have full opportunity to do everything slowly, right? So go into relaxation, sahaja. Sahaja means, listen to this, sahaja. Saha means breath. Sa means breath. Sas simro gobind. Saha. Okay. Ja means born. Sahaja means that easiness which is born in your breath. So your breath is at ease all the time, but when the mind takes over, then you are unease and you go into disease. Sahaja. Saha, ja. Saha means breath, ja means born. That easiness which is born in your breath all the time. The easiness is taking birth in every breath. But because you are caught up here, you write your story onto the breath and the breath changes. And when the breath changes, I'm repeating myself, ease becomes a disease. And there's another beautiful, we use the word sadhana. You know sadhana, right? Sadhana. Sadhana means, listen, sadhana means saha, dhana. Saha means breath. Dhana means tan, treasure. Sadhana means to find the treasure in your breath, which is the relaxation, which is the easiness of life. The most ease, okay, action in the body is the breath. When this changes, everything changes. Your mind changes, your emotions changes. And that's what Guru Nanak said in the morning, Pavan Guru. Look at that. Life is so simple. Dharma is so simple. We make it very complicated. So coming back to your question, when you become aware, Sas, Simro, Gobind, becoming aware, bringing a mantra on each breath, coming and going. You know, when the breath comes, Vahe. When the breath goes, Guru, Vahe, Guru, internally. This is one way of meditation. Okay? And sadhu so, yeah, I'm just extending our time. I'm fine with the time, but I hope you guys are also fine with the time. Sadhu so, jo sanu sadhe, Janam Sakhi. साधु सो जो सा नू साधे ते बिन साधिया साधु कादा लायासन करे कत्ल नफ्स दा नफ्स मीन्स ईगो लायासन करे कत्ल नफ्स दा स्टॉपिंग द स्टोरी ते पता रखे सा दा पता रखे सा दा बाबा बुल्ले शाह says जो दम गाफिल सो दम काफिर ते सानू मुर्शिद इहा पढ़ाया हो. My teacher only gave me one teaching, and that is bring awareness to your breath. Guru Nanak says that. Pavan Guru. I'm coming back again and again, all the references back to the Guru's house. So one way is to become to relaxation. Do everything in total relaxation. There's no hurry. There's no hurry. Okay. In fact, when the breath is fast, you experience time fast. Time is an individual experience. No two individuals experience time in the same way. I'm enjoying myself, and some of you may be hurry because there's something else to be done. Same time, you are behaving differently, I'm behaving differently. So time is a personal experience. It's not a collective experience. It is known as Kal. Kal means time. Okay. So relaxing every action. Slow down. Very important. Enough of running. No, enough of go. Let's come back to Bindu. Okay, that's number one. Second, becoming aware of the breath. Okay. Third, initiating every action with Guru Mantra. You open the door, Vaheguru. Close the door, Vaheguru. On the light, Vaheguru. Off the light, Vaheguru. On the TV, Vaheguru. Off the TV, Vaheguru. Sit, Vaheguru. Stand, Vaheguru gives that. Uthata, Bathata, Sovata, Nam. So when you bring the mantra, you become conscious. The story ends, Ordinarily, you're doing it, everything is a story. It's moving, unconsciously you're opening door, unconsciously throwing, closing the door, everything is being done. But the moment you bring the Shabad, that whole flow of the mind. Okay, now I'm going to open the door. I have to say Vaheguru. So what you did, you intervened into your story. You are now in charge. You modified. You are now the creator of your story now, instead of the story going into a loop. And that is a pattern that is called the wheel of samsara. That is you are lost in the ocean of samsara samunde. You don't even know what you're doing. Many times we make mistakes and then we say, oh, why did I do this? Why? Because there was no in charge. You did not know how to intervene into your story. When you can consciously intervene into your story and change the flow of your story, that is Jivan Mukt. Even if it's as simple as you opening the door, but you say Vaheguru and then you open the door. You close the door, you sit in your car, one Vaheguru, you come out of the car, one Vaheguru. So Uthata, Bathata, Sovata, Nam. This is another way of meditation. So what I'm saying is bring meditation into your ordinary experiences. Until meditation is not part of your ordinary experiences, then you will always be in duality. You will always be in Vyadi. So relaxing yourself, easing yourself in every action, and bringing the Guru Mantra in every other activity that you're doing. Okay, and the third one is holding the breath. Holding the breath. One of the ways you can do is, like I suggested, that when you sit in your car, before you start your car, you say Vaheguru. So what you do is you inhale, hold, and just do 5 Vahegurus internally. Vaheguru, exhale. So you're initiating. Now karma. Driving car is karma, becomes dharma. Karma has become dharma. The teachings of the Guru can be applied in every activity. You opening a door, open the door. Now that has become a dharma. Now your whole house has become a Gurudwara. Your being has become a Gurudwara. So this is another way you can bring these teachings. And of course, if you have time and you can afford, and you have time, and it's a good idea to sit and do these breath exercises. It's very important also. And the only thing, as even the question had that yes, the stomach must be empty when you're sitting and holding the breath, and you're tensing the body. And so this is my suggestions to you. So I hope that helps. Next.
Paisam, we can go on forever, and there are actually quite a few questions, but maybe we'll just ask one quick question and then wrap it up. I know coffee time ho gaya. Question is, are there any stages to meditation? And do I start with something and then I escalate it? Are there any stages or steps in that?
Yeah, from the mind's perspective, because mind only works in stages. Mind cannot experience the wholeness. Samadhi cannot be experienced because mind is in Vyadi. Vyadi means stages. Vyadi means segmentation. So from the mind's perspective, there are steps. But from the meditation's perspective, there are no steps. So I repeat this. From your perspective, there are steps. From meditation's perspective, there is no steps. So meditation, awareness means like, it's like falling in love. You cannot ask the question, what is the first step of falling in love? It just happens. It's called Guru Prasad. So that's something higher, but just to know that meditation in reality have no stages. But where we are in the realm of the mind, because mind always wants stages. Mind wants to go from here to there. You are here, you want to be there. And if you go there, you want to be there. So this is mind. So just to entertain the mind, we create stages. Okay, so that mind is happy. So the first stage is learning how to sit. Sit. Okay, sit without movement. You know, many a times, even when we are sitting, okay, unknowingly we are moving. You know, unknowingly we are moving. Even for a moment, you know, at least for 1 minute, just sit and say, I'm not going to move. It's called Savdhan. Savdhan. The next stage is Ikagrachit. So first Savdhan, referring to the body. The body have to be, still. The Guru says that in Janam Sakhi. Guru says, Miru Danda Suda Kara Rakhe. Your spine have to be straight. Okay, so this is the first step, the spine straight. That's what it means. So for a moment in the beginning, practice, don't move the body at all. Whatever happens, even there's a itch, you know, Punjabi, so make sure the spine is straight and just sit. That's the first step. The second step is Savdhan, Ikagrachit, bringing the chitta. Okay, one is Buddhi, one is called Chitta. They are two different things. So Buddhi is your moment-to-moment thinking. What you are doing now, you are in the realm of Buddhi. You're not in the realm of Chitta. Nam Chityave. Nam Chityave. So there are different levels of experiencing the mind. In English, they only have mind. But if you go into Gurmat, mind is divided into Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, and Mana. So these are the 4 layers of the mind. I will not go in detail. But in short, so your Buddhi is your moment-to-moment thinking. The moment you hold your breath, the Buddhi comes to stop. And Chitta, awareness, consciousness starts to flower. So the first step is Savdhan, body straight, okay, still. Ikagrachit, allow the consciousness to bloom. So how that happens, when the body is still, you inhale and you hold. The moment you hold your breath, and I'm repeating myself, the moment you hold the breath, Buddhi, moment-to-moment thoughts starts to stop. And then Ikagrachit, and the Chitta, the deeper mind, the awareness, the consciousness starts to bloom. So this is the second step. And then the third step is to bring in the mind, bring in the mantra, the Shabad, which further destroys the Buddhi. Vichar mare tare tare. In fact, the word Shabad, Sha means ego. Ego means a moment-to-moment thinking. That is ego, you know. Ego means moment-to-moment thinking that things, I need to change this situation. Then only this situation will be beautiful. That is called ego. So when the Shabad comes in, Sha means ego, Bad means destroy. So Shabad is that which kills, destroys the Buddhi, which is constantly looking for issues. Okay, constantly looking for issues, then it wants to solve the issues. So that's called the Buddhi. So that's the third stage. So stillness of the body, inhaling, holding, and then bringing in the Shabad, as I mentioned, you know, Wa, He, Guru. So this is one of the techniques. There are many other techniques as well. So these are the 3 steps to meditation, although there's much more, but this will be in simple. And I'm going to take the last question if we have, and then we can.
Okay, we are actually a little out of time here, and I really apologize for that. But a quick question jada hune just came in was कि अगर मेरे मन दे विच कोई परेशानी चल रही है, कोई सोच चल रही है, तो very quickly what I can do to stop it right away?
You know what? It may sound funny. It may sound very funny, but I'm going to say it. Dance. Bhangra. Okay, because when the body moves, it's the best exercise. You know, you may be thinking wearing a turban with a long beard and chola. Something. But I think it's time when we know there are things, there are tools out there that can be used to enhance our progress, and that can be anything. So Bhangra actually comes from the word Bhang and Ru. Bhang means ecstasy, Ru means the self. Bhangru means the ecstasy of the self. Of course, now, you know, we have deviated and it has become a different form. Bhangra, originally, the Sufis started it. They used to go into ecstasy and they used to go to dance. Baba Bulle Shah is one such example. So dancing, moving the body. Because when you move the body, automatically, see, when you are stuck here, it just means you're not moving your body. I repeat, if you're stuck here, it means you're not moving your body. So do whatever you can, move your body. Go for a jog, go running, go swimming, go dancing, go Bhangra, whatever. So this will help you to come out of your head for that moment. And the more you do it, my friends, the more you move your body, the more you move your hands, the more you move your feet, the easier for you to come out of it. That's why seva, running there, running here, doing. You know, when you're doing seva, all the problems are lost. Why? Because you're moving your body. So to come out of the head, one simple statement is learn how to move your body. Okay, Satnam, blessings.
Thank you so much. You know, there is a wealth of knowledge ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ gain ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਔਰ I think there's no end to that. But the most inspiring thing, I think, for all of us, and especially the younger generation, is ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ professional pursuits ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ highly educated ਹੋ, Oxford ਤੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ education ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ pursuits ਨੂੰ ਲੋਕ ਭਲਾਈ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇਸਤੇਮਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਜਨਰਲਾਈਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਔਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੀ ਸੇਧ ਲਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ, ਔਰ ਸਿਰਫ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੁਕੇ, ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਇਕੱਤਰ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ. ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਇੰਸਪੀਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ, ਰੋਲ ਮਾਡਲ ਹੈ, ਐਂਡ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਇੰਡੀਡ ਹੰਬਲਡ to have you join us here for such an elongated and long session. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਨਾ time spare ਕਰ ਸਕੇ ਹੋ. I think that's so kind of you. ਤੇ quickly ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਯੋਗੀ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ include ਕਰਤੀ ਹੈ chat box ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ directly contact ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ directly ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ message ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ. ਤੇ every year he conducts guided meditation tours. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ correct ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ योगी जी जे मैं कोई गलत इंडिकेट कर रहा, to Himalayas, to Hemkund Sahib, and ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕਈ ਥਾਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, ਔਰ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ about 20-25 countries ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ guided meditation tours ਔਰ camps organize ਕਰ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ, European Union ਦੇ consular ਨੇ, and psychotherapy or de-addiction de which he's a world authority. We are very fortunate we had you. Thank you so much. Hopefully you can join us again also.